Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for a Signature Sundays installment here on the channel where we take a look at an autographed card from my collection, and this is going to be a 1990 Topps themed episode. Going to keep it brief today with just one auto. This is the first set that I got into collecting as a kid in the spring of 1990, ripping open those wax packs. I can still remember it. And it's been a favorite set of mine ever since. And I've been collecting autographed versions of the cards from this set. And so the Steve Finley that you see on the left there from the latest Topps Archive Signature Series release was gifted to me by Ken over at Ken's Cardboard, a great channel here on YouTube, earlier this summer. And it kind of got me in the mood to show off another of my Archive Signature autographs featuring a 1990 card. And I've flanked this with Willie Wilson over on the right there that I showed off earlier this year from the Kansas City Royals. And the card that I have to show today is a great speedster from the 1990s. Actually had a very long major league career. Lasted something like 17 years. Pretty successful. Had a little bit of power. I think had over 225 career home runs. Definitely racked up the hits. Was a hit machine with, well over 2,200 hits. Was a top 10 MVP vote getter in multiple seasons, multiple time All-Star, multiple Gold Gloves, and is a member, in my mind at least, of the Hall of Very Good. Marquise Grissom of the Montreal Expos. Very happy to have this one. Not sure if this is a rookie card of his or not. I think it may be. I don't think he had a 1989 Topps card, even though he did begin his career, as we can see on the back here, in 1989. Appeared in 26 games with the Expos. That was the beginning of a career that lasted all the way to the mid-2000s. As I said, I mentioned some of the numbers, but also led the league in stolen bases in consecutive seasons in the early 90s as well. Was I think high 70s or close to 80 stolen bases for 2 years in a row there. So he kind of had it all. He had speed, he had a little bit of pop, certainly hit a lot of doubles in his career as well, close to 400 doubles, 225 home runs. Had a pretty good career batting average of 272, so pretty respectable, and has a great signature. All of these are on card with the Archive Signature Series set every single year, and they rarely disappoint. They just, I don't know what it is about these cards, but the athletes really seem to embrace it and go for the autographs and, big, bold ink. They use up a ton of real estate on the card, and these just look great year in and year out. So that's a nice little trio in front of us. A couple that we've looked at before, and then the new Marquise Grissom Expos auto today. Failed to mention it, but this one is serial numbered, as they all are. In this case, it's a little tough to make out, but out of 31, this is copy 19 of 31. So probably middle of the road as Archive Signature Series like scarcity goes. They go all the way down to 1 of 1, of course, which I do have a couple of those. And then in some cases they produce, maybe 100 or more of a said card. So that one's probably about middle of the road difficulty wise, but an aesthetically beautiful card of a guy who's not super appreciated in the hobby, but had a very solid career. So thank you so much for joining me to take a look at another autograph from my favorite baseball card set of all time. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, take care and enjoy the hobby.